All right. We're live again, Mark. Hey, man.
Hey, it's good to see you, Adam.
Good to see you. So, Mark, Rains Companies. You're in Miami today, right?
I am. I'm in Miami
Or
today.
South,
A good
Florida.
majority of our team is actually over at the Hilton Conference in Las Vegas. I was one of the unlucky and lucky ones, I guess, to stay back and just kind of give support to the field while some of the other team members are learning and growing with Hilton.
Yeah, I so we're the Hilton conference came at a good time for what we're doing at Hospiamo because we're in the next couple weeks we're going to be spending some time with some high school students here in North Carolina through DECA and some other organizations, and what they asked me to do, what I promised to do, I should say, is put together a little conversational presentation for the students to show them the really super fun side of the business of running a hotel, or whether you're in sales ops or chief engineer, housekeeping, front desk. Um, and and so it came about that the conference came up, and I just had all these memories come up for all the conferences, Hilton, Marriott, Starwood, Choice, you name it, all the Hyatt um, brand conferences. It's something that I always looked forward to, you know, um, not only as a general manager, but as like a regional, whether I was in sales or a general manager, whatever. So in the world of, somebody said, and I can't remember even who it was, but it makes the tough times easier to get through if you got
Right.
something to look forward to. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. So you have some team members there. Anybody that you want to give a shout out to for giving
Yeah.
you
I'd,
all the work that you have to do at home?
yeah. I'd love to say, hello to Jason Labarge, Dan Paola, Stephanie X, and Kevin X, and um, we have way too many GMs for me to name them all in this short period of time, but all our general managers from Reigns that are over there as well. I believe we have about 30 people company wide that are at the conference. So it's a
Wow.
nice showing. Yeah, it's a beautiful event. Conferences are a great time. Adam, most brands did not have conferences during COVID, and now we're starting to bounce back a little bit. We're starting to get back to business as normal or pre-COVID, which is great. And the conference, as you said a few minutes ago, gives an opportunity for people to look forward to getting together with their peers, getting off property for a little bit. Most GMs don't have all the opportunities to get off property as often as regional staff have because of travel, and it gives them an opportunity to learn from what is happening in real time, absorb information, speak to their brand contacts, listen to vendors as well, the latest technology, the latest applications that are out there. Hopefully form some good relationships, as always happens when you're in conference. You meet,
Yeah.
people that you've never met before. It could be anywhere in the world, or across the United States, and it gives you a different view of what people are going through, what their challenges are. Maybe you can help people as well, but it also gives you an opportunity to unwind. And I think that's a great part of what conferences really are about. It gives some fun into the travel part of what we do. Being away from home and everything, sometimes people think it's glamorous, and you know how it is. It's a grind, getting on an airplane and doing all that. Um, but when you get to a conference and you're there for a week and you are finished with your meetings and your presentations and your learning modules, then you have some time to kind of relax, you know, let loose a little bit, enjoy people in a setting that is outside of the day-to-day corporate business meetings. And that's really where the bonds are formed. That's really where
Mm.
you get to know people. That's really where you say, hey, we're talking shop and we're still talking business, but we're in a more casual setting. And I still have friends from conferences that I attended 15, 20 years ago. We especially when you go to places like Las Vegas, that is such a dynamic city. And you have people that like to go and spend money at the casinos. You have people that like to go to the shows. You have great food opportunities. So for the foodies out there, it's a wonderful experience, and it gives all of us an opportunity to spend time knowing people outside of, the day to day and the hotel world. I just think it's something fantastic. I wish I was able to go this year. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
my work keeps me a little bit busier these days, from having to attend. But for those that have gone and those that are there right now, and any other conferences with any of the brands or any hospitality industry specific conferences, it's a great opportunity. I would never turn it down if it's offered. I would always recommend for everybody to go spend some time there, and come back with great information and great contacts and great friendships.
It also, as you're talking, you're pointing out some really good benefits there. They all get to be served too, right? Hotel managers serve, 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 right? And they're building teams and they're serving guests and they're anticipating needs. And so it gets them out of there and to really enjoy being served by a hotel that is typically averages it's going to be a larger hotel. It's going to
Right.
be a very different, like this is the select service and or what focus service and suites
Focus service and
division of
suite, correct.
Hilton. So it's probably wherever they're staying, whether they're staying overnight there and having meetings at other places, it's Vegas, and
Right.
you get to experience something that you never experienced before. So from a when I went to like the corporate level, what I really loved looking back is unless it's COVID or unless it's like the Great Recession of 2008 and 9 and partially 10, these are these conferences, specifically with Marriott and Hilton, they stayed true to making sure that these were scheduled and budgeted as early as you possibly can because we're entering budgeting season for next year, right? So,
Right. Correct.
and as you know, and I've been in the role of asset manager,
Yeah.
and I have feelings about that entire role and the effective influence, some positive, some negative. But that is something that I or somebody in an asset management role have never been able to cut out of the budget because the brands say it's required,
It is.
and those two brands in particular. And so it's a huge benefit. So it's a way for like the owners to say, like, you know what, we're going to budget it. Go have your fun. Go learn. Come back and you're re-energized. And so it's
Yeah,
got ripple
absolutely.
effects, right?
Yeah. The recharge is great. Again, it gives people an opportunity that may or may not have, time to take a personal vacation. Workloads are high, or they might take shorter vacations. And this, even
Mm,
though it's not a vacation, it does give you a chance to have somebody take care of you. We really do a lot of the caring for others, not just our guests, but our team members. We always put them first, right? We always eat last. We want them to have the benefit of somebody taking care of them, and that's our role. And I think that strong leaders recognize it and they live by that. And now they have an opportunity at these conferences to kind of sit back for a little bit and really observe other people taking care of them, and then of course networking and learning, which is a primary objective of going. But the ancillary benefit is to have that ability to be served and to see what the other parts of the industry have to offer.
and there's also the award ceremony, at the end of every night, and then they have this big, usually a big ceremony at the end, and you get to sometimes receive an award for your entire team, like you're with Rains companies, right? And so a member of the corporate team, a member of the general manager, you get your director of sales, whatever the award might be, you get to go up there on stage and get an award. Maybe it's even in the top of salt scores or guest satisfaction. Maybe it's something like an opening of the year or development of the year and operation of the year, transition. It's
Yeah,
a
and it's in front of your peers, but your peers are thousands of people.
yeah.
It's not just a couple of hundred people. These are huge events. They take a long time to set up, and we're talking tens of thousands of attendees. And if you are receiving an award, you're recognized in front of everybody. And of course, it is published and it's put on social media as well. So the recognition is fantastic.
Yeah, and that's why on LinkedIn, and we'll finish up here. Thanks for taking the time, Mark. But on LinkedIn, we're going to be, forwarding these or posting these interviews, and we have some people there. So I'll invite anyone that there with Reigns, if they just want to jump on for 10 minutes and talk about their experience. I'm an open book, so if they want to do that, how easy it is, or has become anyway, to jump onto this StreamYard, do a quick little interview. So if there's any way that we can benefit them or promote your company and the people that you work with, then let's do it. And we're going to be
Sounds good.
giving a shout out to Hilton during the conference, because I hear it's gone very well so far, and people are really having a good time. They're learning a lot. They're seeing each other, so it's pretty cool. So we're trying to bring a little bit of Vegas to the rest
That's
of
great.
the world here. So
Adam, as always, I appreciate spending time with you. It's always good to see you. Thank you for all that you do for our industry. I will reach out to our team and see if we can't get you connected with somebody that's actually on the ground over there.
yeah, man, and thank you for everything that you do, and thanks for being a part of this and helping make things easier for me too. I love it. So
It's my
thank you.
pleasure, buddy.
All right, man.